Keith Allen, number 1. Drum C, Michelle. What up, what up? Keep Angel. Ironhead Kenny. I expect a busy one. Crazy Fit Freak, Gab Gizmo, Ironhead Kenny. Let's see if I can read them all. Micah Don. Everybody's coming on. How did I guess? Dave Lieberman, Crazy Hawk. What's up? What's up? Brisky, Annie. Who else is coming in tonight? Who else is coming in? Vulcan the God. Let's get everybody on here. Jared is here. Jared Brown. And we're off. Tooch. Dragon Physique. Jade, hello, my love. Oh, we got Squat Queen in here, too. This is my lucky night. Should I take my shirt off? Issa, no way. Hi, Issa. Hello, hello. I'm going to wait for everybody to get on for a second because I don't want to repeat myself numerous times. Let's get everybody on here. I think Vulcan is here, Barbell Princess. I think I know why everybody's here tonight. Everybody's here to see what questions I'm going to answer. So, in the past 24 hours, it's been a very interesting sequence of events. Of course, you had the very first Department of Justice story that came out. Ooh, that was a good one, huh? They really, really went into us on that one. Very aggressive. That is their nature, though. Because, of course, they've got to sell their side of it the best they can. They've got to do what they do, right? That's what they do. Now, on our side, I was patiently waiting for the attorneys to get together and decide what was okay to say and what isn't. And I'll tell you, the PGA Braun that you guys know and love, I was ready to come out swinging. But, you know, if I was one to lose my temper over something untrue being said about me on social media, I certainly would have beat up that kid Dave Kopel over at Redcon a long time ago. But we don't live in that kind of world, so I patiently waited, and my attorneys gave me the okay to come out and defend myself. And so here is the case, guys. Here's what's going on. I know a lot of you were patient. Many of you were worried whether or not I was going to be okay. Thank you for those of you. I assure you, I am fine because I'm getting ready to go to battle and win. And I will tell you why. For starters, if those of you have read the indictment that's online now, it's all public knowledge. The FDA has come after us specifically for two things: Super DMZ, and interestingly enough, Euphoria, which most of you are getting legally high on all the time. That's why we put that out there for you guys. So let's get Euphoria out of the way really quickly. So as far as Euphoria goes, they say that Euphoria is illegal because it has picamillan in it. Well, not only does it not have picamillan in it, so that ingredient they listed is incorrect. That was years ago in the original formula. But picamillan, ladies and gentlemen, is not illegal. And you can see the breakdown of that. My partner Jared is an expert on all of the supplements out there in the industry and the legalities of them. So that one, you can call that one a throwaway. We'll throw that one right away because they're certainly not going to pin anything on us for that one. So let's go. And by the way, those of you who haven't tried Euphoria, by all means, go on the website, get it, and get yourself legally high tonight. It's good for you. Much better than drinking, which will kill you. So the other big thing in the indictment is over Super DMZ. So Super DMZ was one of our biggest, most popular selling products of all time. Super DMZ was what put us on the map. And those of you who, I'm seeing a lot of like fuck Redcon and fuck cigarette comments, so I'm going to put this out right now. This has nothing to do with Redcon, and it has nothing to do with Aaron Singerman, who was my partner for many, many, many years. So at this point, I don't want to speak for him, but I think it's safe to say that we're both in this to win, regardless of him being with Blackstone Labs anymore or not. We're both in this to win, right? So, Super DMZ, the main ingredient, dimethazine, right? Well, back in 2014, they released what was called the Designer Hormone Act, and it listed 20 some odd supplements that were banned. And companies that were selling those products had time to get rid of those products. Well, every product that was on that list, if we were making it, which some of them that we were, we got rid of it. We always wanted to comply with the FDA. We even put out a statement saying we support the FDA's decisions, although we've been having a great time using these products and selling them, we'll get rid of them. So, we got rid of those products. Now, dimethazine was never, ever on that list. And it is still not on that list. So you can go and look on the FDA banned substance list, and you will see that dimethazine is not on that list. Okay? So, how can they possibly come after a company, come into our warehouse, steal all our products away from us, take money from the bank account, try to bankrupt us over something that is not listed as banned or illegal in any way? Do I feel confident in my defense lawsuit against them? You bet your ass I do. In fact, I'm going in this thing like I'm going to win, because I don't feel they have a strong case based on what they said. Now, many of you have brought up what money laundering, the money laundering side of it. So I think a lot of people don't know. In fact, I will admit that I didn't really know what money laundering it is. It sounds really bad. And wire fraud, these things sound scary, right? Well, here's what happens with the FDA. If you are selling a product that is illegal, right, and you are making money selling this product, right, the funds that come in, anything that you purchase with it, whether it be a property, a car, a boat, is another business per se, is considered laundered money. That's considered money laundering. It is illegally made money, purchasing things illegally, right? Anything that is done crossing, if you sell to somebody from Texas to Florida and vice versa, crossing state lines, that is now wire fraud. So here's the deal, guys. If Super DMZ is legal, which we believe that it is, there's nothing saying that it isn't, how could there be any money laundering? We're selling a perfectly legal product, making perfectly legal profits from this product. So, silly to say that we were laundering money when we've been selling completely compliant products for all these years. What a shame that such a salacious lawsuit by the FDA has come to place here. I love that word. I have to give my partner Jared credit for that word. So, here's the thing, guys, and this is going to sound really cocky, but it is what it is. I knew years ago, I told the guys, when we started really, really growing, I said, we have two options right now. We can go super, super squeaky clean and go the route of like BSN, BPI, Muscle Farm. We can go super, super squeaky clean and become one of many, and odds are we'll probably not make it. Or we can stay cutting edge. We can put out badass products. We can find the best badass legal ingredients. You can find these genius chemists that are taking plants and extracting these awesome products out, these awesome ingredients, things that my partner Jared Wheat keeps finding, these new ways to take DHEA and manipulate them into these awesome products, and we can stay cutting edge. But here's what's going to happen. I said this to David. I said this to everyone else. I said, we are going to get sued. We're going to have lawsuits. We're going to battle the FDA because we're making too much noise. And sure enough, that has been what's happened. So now, everybody has said, oh man, these guys, they're in for it. They're in for a lot of shit, this and that. I believe with all my heart that we will prove to be innocent in the end. And now, I want you guys to all take the time and look at this for a second. Back when we got raided 2 years ago, what did everyone assume that it was? Everyone assumed that it was because of DMAA. They saw that high tech was raided and all of the DMAA removed from the building. They took Dust Extreme from us. They took King Cobra from us. DMAA was circling around the industry as this bad and dangerous ingredient. Well, here's the deal. If you're the FDA and you're trying to shut down Blackstone Labs and you're going after them, why did you not list DMAA in the illegal activities committed by the company? That tells me that they have no real defense for their position on DMAA, and DMAA should be allowed back. High Tech should be the first people to get it. They've got the insurance on it. And of course, us manufacturing with them, we should be allowed to have DMAA back as well, because DMAA is a perfectly safe and effective, awesome product that should not have been taken away. So what does that tell you guys? There are obviously some loopholes here. I will not back down. I'm standing up for it. I believe in all my heart that I'm going to win, and you will all see it again. And there you go. So this is the name of the game, guys. There's a lot of people that will run and hide. We're not going to do that. I told Jared when we first partnered up, I had a lot of respect for him. I looked up to him in many ways for his position with how he handles things. And he said, listen, I'm only going to partner up with people that have the same mindset. So this is my first run around with the FDA, and I'm sure there'll probably be more. But I believe you will see us come out on top. Anyone that reads the indictment sees there is a lot of flaws in there. And when things got really aggressive, guys, things got really aggressive when after 2 years, I was finally like, I'm fucking tired, excuse my language, of waiting around for the FDA. I want my products back. I want my antigenin back. I want my gear support back. Why were these plant-based products that are completely legal and fine, why were they removed? They have not given them back, so we demanded them give them back. We said, our exact words were, if you believe that they are spiked, if you believe that they are no good, test them, prove it, and start your lawsuit against us. You're telling me that in 2 years, they could not have found anything in those products to get us with? That tells me that there was nothing wrong with our products, just like we stand by all along. Now those products are most likely no good anymore, and we're in the hole $1 million. Which is fine, because like I said, we'll be here in the end. We're not going anywhere. They wanted to bankrupt us, which is sad. People should be inspired to chase the American dream, not fair, not have to play by these unrealistic rules, these laws that make no sense. So now, on here. Not going anywhere. I'm going to keep putting out the best products. You'll notice that in the indictment, the things that they are saying, the things that they are accusing us, are products that we haven't even had in years, with exception to the Euphoria, which is, again, truly fine. So that's where I'm at. I'm happy to keep on answering your questions. Arson will be out next week. It will be the strongest fat burner that the world has seen, minus the DMA aspect of it. It's all DMHA based now. It's the best formula you're going to get. And my product, Letro, will be out soon. What happened with Fabian? So, I will give you guys a very, I suppose, diplomatic answer to what happened with Fabian, because I've heard some unfortunate things, some disappointing things that he said about me and Blackstone Labs, which have really let me down. So here's what happened with Fabian. Back around the time of the Olympia, we started to go in a different direction with the company. We cleaned up the company. We trimmed the fat, so to speak. And people that were involved with helping us perfect the business plan and where we're going and expenses looked at the fact that Fabian was in charge of international sales, but was not doing any international sales really at all. My dad was doing all of the international sales. So we had to sit down with him and say, listen, here's the deal. You've got a very good salary. We're taking good care of you. We're sending you all around the world. However, you're not making any sales. So there's other people involved. There's other people involved in Blackstone Labs. It's not fair to everybody else. So here's the deal. We're unfortunately going to have to put you on a 90-day probation because you have not made sales for months. And in these 90 days, we're going to give you a minimum amount of sales that you need to achieve. Well, at the end of those 90 days, he made 0 sales. Not even one. Yet he was going from place to place pumping his training business. And what I've learned is, unfortunately, over the years, I've given my friends jobs too many times. And in this case, I gave Fabian, my friend, a job, and he took advantage of me. Got to go on a lot of fancy vacations. People would tell me he wasn't doing anything at all on the vacations other than having fun. A lot of people in these countries, Colombia told me they would not work with him. Peru told me they would not work with him. One of my athletes who I loved, and I'm not going to say his name, awesome bodybuilder, would not work with Fabian anymore. He said, PJ, I love you. You're an awesome guy, but I refuse to work with Fabian anymore. Put me in a very, very awkward spot. And I said, listen, man, Fabian's on the immediate team. I got to take his side. I don't understand this. And so this bodybuilder, who I think is an amazing bodybuilder, I actually helped him go to another company because I wanted him to do well. And, he told me a lot of things about Fabian that I didn't want to believe. And then other people, other great, great bodybuilders that know of him, told me the same thing. I told my dad, man, a lot of people are really, really negative on Fabian. Well, sure enough, all of the things that they were telling me were actually right. And I was pretty bummed out about it. I felt very, very, very taken advantage of. So I supported the decision and said we'll need to give him, 90 days to prove himself. At the end of those 90 days, not only did he make no sales, like I said, but he was pushing his training business all over the place. And on top of that, saying bad things about Blackstone Labs. He was actually getting me involved with people, telling people that Blackstone Labs was doing bad and we're going out of business and this and that. And I was shocked. I was so shocked about all this. I was very, very sad. So at the end of the 90 days, I told my dad, it's time for him to go. He's not doing anything for us. He's building his own coaching business. He's using us to go to all these places, and very cordially let him go. At that point, he blocked most of us guys in the office like a child. And you know what really bummed out my dad and I was that we started looking at his stuff, and he was tagging competitors and other people in his posts for months. So truly the opposite of what we're about at Blackstone Labs. So he now has had the nerve to say that we threw him to the street without an exclamation, but the other sales guys at Blackstone Labs will tell you he did not get along with anybody. He really, really hated Sammy, who's an amazing employee. And after all this, that great bodybuilder who all of us loved, I called him up and I said, hey man, I owe you an apology. I should not have sided with Fabian. Thought I was doing the right thing. And he actually came up to me at the Arnold, gave me a big hug, said, I love you, man. I'm not mad. You were doing what you thought was right. I told him I love him too. And, he doesn't need Blackstone. He's going to be great regardless. But I've still been upset about that. And so, the lack of loyalty, that was it. So at this point, guys, if you're my friend, don't ask me to work for me. Let's just stay friends. Because sadly, what winds up happening is I pay my friends really good, and they eventually don't want to do anything anymore. So that's that. So who's on here right now that I've gotten that out of the way? I appreciate you all very much. To all the Legion members out there, if you are curious of what you can do to help on your end, just direct people to the statement that I put out today. I think that my statement really spells things out really well. Now, I would also like to state, guys, for the record, going into this all, that my side, the lawyers on my side and the FDA attorneys, everybody has been very respectful of each other. They allowed us to turn ourselves in, which I really respect. They didn't come breaking down doors or anything like that. It was a very respectful and uneventful situation. We took ourselves to the courts, entered our pleas, finally were able to see the indictment, got processed, and we're on our way, and now we'll await the trial. So, Sam Strong, if everybody else says you can come back, I will let you come back. We should be in the new warehouse April 1st, guys. Christina, how are you? So you guys can show our response out there, because there'll be a lot of hates out there, and that's okay. There's actually a great amount of love out there. I've seen it. Shout out to Nick Trigilli, who said a little bit of nice stuff on there today. I know Generation Iron always has my back. All the Legion members that you guys have my back, it's much appreciated. I put out good products, guys. I put out strong products. And when you put strong products out, stuff like this is going to happen. But we're going to keep on putting them out. That's how we do it. They hate us because they ain't us. Thank you, Destiny Fit. And like I said, Arson will be out very soon. This will be the strongest fat burner we have. Intense energy pill. Letro is coming out soon. So Letro should be out within about 2 weeks, guys. So if you guys have used Gaspari's original Novadex XT, that's what Letro is. Same exact thing. It's just our formula now. That's that. If you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. We'll stay on here for a few more minutes. We are recording a podcast tomorrow, and my podcast with Kiki is out tonight. If you have not listened to the Tony Hughes podcast was very, very good. So I hope that I have helped you guys understand everything that's going on. I will probably take some Euphoria tonight, guys. Once my stomach is empty. Squat Queen, I'm happy to have you on. Boss Bowles is here. Albino Rhino. I absolutely forgot to send you the autographed bottle, so I'm going to send you two because I feel bad. It's been a crazy week. I didn't know this was going to happen this week. So there you go, guys. This has all come down to Super DMZ, which is still not even banned. It's crazy to me. But that's why I believe that we will win in the end. I'll tell you right now, my legal team, I have a group of all-stars that my partner Jared Wheat has been working with for years, 20 years, some of these guys, more. And they have won many cases. My attorney has already beat the FDA on another case. Very, very, very intelligent guys that want us to stand up for what we believe in. And that's it. The family ain't going nowhere. You don't have to be blood to be part of this family. Thank you, Kiki. Kiki, do you like your shoot? I thought it came out really good. Love you, PJ. You're a badass pro. Much love from Texas. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not going to keep me quiet, that's for sure. We shall await the trial and handle it well. I feel very, very confident in this team. Do you guys have any? Elisa Weisbaum's here. If you want to have the best hand, that's who you contact. I see a lot of love in here going back and forth between everybody. It makes me proud. Maybe I will go to EDC. We'll see. I love them, Kiki. They're awesome. I also thought it was very cute what Aaron wrote on the one that I posted. There has not been a date set yet, Michelle Amber, so we'll see what happens with the trial. And again, you know, like for those of you that have asked about Fabian, I'm pretty sad about that. Pretty sad about it, but I have learned to accept that this kind of stuff happens a lot in this industry. But how about this, guys? When was the last time that you saw Blackstone Labs putting out this many products at once? It's like the old days when we were blowing up and we just wanted to get every cool product we could out. We're back. The fast food, the chocolate peanut butter fast food is ridiculous. Leonard Hawkins, it's good to see you on here, man. Would I ever go to a plant-based diet? No, I love meat too much, but I have no issues with people doing that. You know what, Peter 59? A lot of people have said that. It's just I'm very trusting, unfortunately. Arson is going to be our new fat burner, super, super strong thermogenic. I really want you guys to listen to the Kiki podcast. It's out now, guys. The Kiki podcast from when the specimen was here. It was very funny. For those of you who know Kiki as the serious, hard training, etc., you get to hear a funny side of her. Kendra Lust is on here. I didn't even notice. Hi, Kendra. Let's all salute Kendra Lust. Let's talk about Entice for a second, because Entice wasn't messed with. So Entice, Marissa is taking Entice every day now. I think Kay Graham was for a little while. And everybody that I know who's taking it every day, a lot of people think like, oh, you just take it when you have sex. No. You should take it every day because, number one, it makes you feel really good. It makes you happy. But it balances your hormone levels. It makes you feel great. So tons of people telling me that they decided to start taking Entice every day out of curiosity. and they feel really good. I now decided that I've been running a little experiment on myself that I wanted to start taking Entice every night. And so now that I've been taking Entice every night, I've noticed that I wake up with like serious morning wood every day, which is pretty funny. Now, I mess around with low doses of Cialis all the time anyway, but there's no reason why you can't play around with these different things, see what works great for you guys, and that's that. Love you, Kendra. All right, let's see. What else am I missing here? Oh, baby's taking it in the morning and night. She's all enticed out. So that's it, guys. So if you guys came on late, when I get off here, just start it from the beginning and I explain the whole FDA situation and why I feel very confident in our position and our team. We'll not be going anywhere. I've been waiting all day to talk to you guys. And that's that. I think I'm going to shut it down for the night, though. Thank you, Wonder Woman X. Unless you guys have some fast questions for me. Otherwise, we will get back to the morning cardio Q&As. Lauren Legge is here. I think you guys were worried earlier today. I was waiting all day to get out and talk to you guys. You're in that crunch time now, Devin. That last week to bust ass, get the rest of that fat off. Keep using that cream. Izzy, make sure she's still using that cream. Kendra, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for all your love and support always. You're not just an awesome partner, you're a very good friend. Very caring. I feel very, very fortunate. I feel very fortunate to have all you guys. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's everything, guys. So I appreciate you coming on again. Squat Queen, I love you the most. I guarantee it. K-Gram, love you too. Send me some cool pictures of reptiles, K-Gram. And that's it, guys. I appreciate you coming on. I love you all. Jenny B is here. Jester, you're going to have to start over. Just go to the beginning. Right in the beginning, I explain the whole FDA situation. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Rude Dog. Love you too. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, kudos to me for staying on that sober lifestyle. In the old days, I'd be pretty hammered right now with all that going on. But I kept it clean all year, going strong. And that's that. I feel good. I hope you enjoy the rebuttal. If you have not seen it yet, just look at my response on the Blackstone Labs website. Big thank you to my partner, Jared Wheat. He's been an awesome, awesome beacon of knowledge in this whole thing, and he's been through it. So I feel very fortunate, I guess, is the right word. I just feel, lucky, I suppose, but I guess I'll use fortunate, that I am able to ask him a lot of questions, and he's made me feel very good about everything that's going on. We're standing up for what we believe in. So I appreciate you guys all. Gab, one day, make it happen. I'll be back in the morning. We'll see if I can get some good stuff posted out tonight. But check out the Kiki podcast. I love you all. Peace out, guys.